Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Susan's Just Making It. I'm Susan and I'm here making stuff, messes, chaos, and just trying to make it through life. If you like today's video, don't forget a thumbs up right down here. Really appreciate it. Hope everyone's doing great today, and we are midweek. So today's video is a 2-channel collab with my channel, Susan's Just Making It, and Stephanie over at Glitzzy Gem. I messaged her over the weekend and asked if she wanted to do a look with the Ace Beaute Falling For You palette. I showed this palette in a recent haul of stuff that I got from Macari, and I've been dying to get into it and play with it. So it gives me an excuse to play with my makeup. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway in my video, so you're going to want to stay to the end for some details about that. And if you're starting with my video, make sure you go over and see what Stephanie does with this palette. And if you checked out her video first and came over here, that is truly awesome. I will have a link to her video down in the description box, along with the giveaway rules and all that good stuff. So you might want to check that out after you watch the video. So I did my brows and put some eyeshadow primer on, and I'm going to go ahead and dig into the palette and see what I can do, hopefully not make a mess. So this is what the palette looks like. It's not a brand new palette, so I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it. Absolutely in love with the color story. The colors are just beautiful. The orange, purple, gold, pinks, neutrals. Really pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into this palette. I'm going to grab just a all over shade brush, and I'm going to try to put a transition shade down, and I think I'm going to go in with this color, which is called Squash, and just put down a transition shade. Now this is the first time I have used the Ace Beaute formula. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so hopefully I'll be very happy with this palette. I do have a couple other Ace Beaute palettes, but I have not used them yet. I'll be honest, the colors scare me. I have the Vintage Dawn and the Nostalgia palettes, but I definitely want to get in there and play around with them. It's just the colors are so bright, they scare me a little. This is more my speed. But I'll definitely play with them. The Nostalgia I feel is more summer colors because they're bright. The Vintage Dawn I might play with this fall because it's got a lot of colors that would be really pretty for fall. But I've been dying to get into this one. So anyway, there we go. Maybe I shouldn't have done makeup because I see I have to clean my brows up a little bit to get the tweezers out. Maybe in the next couple of days. I see a couple that need to be taken care of. This is a very pretty color. Alright, I think I'm going to put that brush aside and grab a pencil brush, I think. What's it say on it? Okay, see, just says shade brush, but it's a little bit more shape to it. And I really want to dig into this purplish shade here. It's called Cranberry. Use that in my outer corner. I'm going to try to be a little careful because it's kind of a deep color. I don't want to get carried away. It's always easier to build it up than take it away. So I hope everyone's week has been going really great so far. And we're definitely getting into the fall weather where I'm at. I've had to turn the heat on already. Usually I try not to until the middle or end of October. And yeah, we're in the middle of October, but I've had it on since about the beginning of the month. Try not to go too crazy with it because I don't like handing over a ton of money to the utility company, but I don't like freezing either, so there's that. But it's definitely got turned on earlier this year than it usually does, but It is what it is. But we're definitely experiencing that chilly fall weather already. Which is a nice break from the hot summer, but I'm not looking forward to winter coming either, so. But it is what it is. I know down south they get to experience the warm a little bit longer, but sometimes I really miss being down south. Lived down south when I was really young, but now I'm up here where it definitely lets you know when winter's here. Okay, I really like that color. It's really pretty. So far, I'm very happy with the formula. It seems to be, it doesn't feel dry, and it seems to be pretty easy to work with so far. I always have a hard time with this one because it's the opposite side of right-handed, and it's the opposite side. So let's see, I'm going to just wipe as much pigment off the brush as I can, and use the same brush. I don't like cleaning brushes, so try not to dirty a ton. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to go into this shade here. It's called Pumpkin Pie. I love pumpkin pie in the fall. And see what I can do with that. Put it more toward the middle of my lid. At least try to. There we go, it's finally transferring onto my lid. And you know, there's a lot of people that aren't into the pumpkin and pumpkin spice. They're like, oh, you know, it's so gross. My opinion on all that is, I like pumpkin stuff, but I'm content to leave it to the fall. I really like it, but fall, it's good enough for me. We'll leave it there. Not something I want all year. I wanted to the other day, but then I got busy doing other things. I want to make some, I make these pumpkin muffins. I think the name of the recipe is Harvest Pumpkin Muffins, and they're pumpkin muffins with raisins and walnuts, and I absolutely love making them in the fall. My older son absolutely hates pumpkin, so he's like, oh, you always make all that nasty pumpkin stuff. Like, you know, you don't have to eat it just because I make it. Neither one of my boys are picky eaters, but there's a few things that they absolutely don't like. My older son absolutely does not like pumpkin. I'm lucky that way. I'm glad my kids were not picky eaters. I guess I'm kind of old school. I'm not making 3 or 4 different dinners to please everybody in the house. You're gonna eat what I cook and like it or go hungry. I was one of those moms, which I wasn't a terrible mom, because our house was one of the favorite houses for the kids to hang out when they were teenagers and stuff. But yeah, I ain't doing all that. I'm cooking one meal. If you don't like what I cooked, you better make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and have a nice day. So I have the cranberry and the pumpkin pie. Looks like I got Thanksgiving dinner going on there, but I really like the colors together. I'm just going to blend them in a little bit. So far I am very pleased with this palette, and I am super happy that I decided to pick it up. Like I said, I got the one for Lori over at Lori's Life, and when I saw it, I'm like, I have to get one. I must have it. Like I need another palette, like I need a hole in the head. That was one of my mom's favorite sayings when she was alive. You need that like you need a hole in the head. I'm like, yeah, Mom, okay. I remember when I wanted to get my ears pierced again. When I was a child, I had the first hole, and I think in middle school I got a second hole, and before I started high school I got the third hole. And then as an adult, I think it was in my 20s, I said, oh, I should get one more. My mom says, you got enough holes in your head, you don't need no more holes in your head. I'm like, all right then. I guess that's how she feels about that. My mom was not one to keep her opinions to herself. Maybe that's where I got that from. she had something to say, she let you know. I was not shy about it at all. My grandmother was even worse. I admit, she used to embarrass me sometimes when we'd be out in the public. I'm like, Gram! She's like, what? I'm like, don't. Stop. You can't say that. My grandmother really didn't have a filter, and she was quite the woman back in her younger days. The stories I heard, I guess she was a handful. So, yeah. It'd be terrible. Go shopping when I was a kid. My grandmother and then my older sister, oh my gosh. They get to the perfume counter and have to try every single scent. I'm like, you guys stink. Don't walk by me. And then they were, I don't know how they didn't end up with headlights all the time. They'd have to go in and, now mind you, this is back in like the early 80s. It's a long time ago. They have to train all these hats and stuff. I'm like, get away from me. I don't know these people. I miss my grandmother so much, and I loved her so much. But she's a little loony bird. Okay, so those two colors, really liking them. So next I'm going to go in with it's a little scary to me, but I'm going to do it anyway. This persimmon color here. It's a true orange. It's orange. Like, this is a very deep orange, and this is just orange. But I'm going to go in with it anyway. I'm going to use the same brush, wiped off the pigment. I'm going to try that on my inner corner and see what it looks like. Hopefully I don't mess up what I've done so far, but it's my makeup. I'm going to play with it a little bit. I was talking to my sister earlier. We were talking about YouTube and stuff, and she says, oh, instead of doing just shopping hauls, you should do some videos when you're actually out shopping, like when we go shopping together. We should record some of it. And I'm like, yeah, you really want my viewers to think I'm crazy. I mean, I am, but I try to hide it a little bit. I said, yeah, that'd be interesting. We get together and we get a little silly. Don't have a lot of filter, and you never know what's going to come out of our mouths. That might not be a good idea. I'm like, they're going to be ordering me a pillowcase with long arms. Okay. A little bold and scary, but I'm going to do it. Why not? The colors are beautiful, but just going a little bit bolder than I'm used to. Alright, I'm going to try to find a big fluffy shading brush. I'm just going to, whoa, almost man down every video, man. Big, nice fluffy brush. Just blend it the best I can. Try to soften it up. I'm noticing it looks really bold in the monitor here, but in the true light here, it's not so bad. I'll adjust my ring light when I'm done blending this, and maybe you'll see it more true color that it really is. So I'm gonna blend it down a little bit. I have to run some errands later, and I don't want them you know, thinking I'm dressed early for Halloween. Everybody used to ask me, like when my kids were younger, oh, what are you dressing up for Halloween? I said myself, isn't that scary enough? My kids just shook their head and walked away. They were like, we're not touching that. We are not touching that. Adjust this ring light a little bit so we can see what it really looks like. Brighten it up a little bit to put the makeup on so I can see what I'm doing, but that's a little bit more accurate to the light that's actually in the room. Okay, it's blended out nicely. I want to part of me I'm always in the habit of thinking I have to have like some kind of a crease color, but I'm not going to, because usually I end up making a mess when I do that, and I'm not entirely unhappy with how it is now. So I'm gonna go in. Ew, that got messy. I guess I'll just grab another brush. I'm not using that. We'll just go in with the same type of brush that I started with, and I'm actually going to go back in with the first color, the squash, and put it under my brow. It was a nice soft color, so I'm just going to put that under my brow. I don't think it's too dark to get away with doing that. Sometimes I think the highlight color under our brow does not have to be stark white. I think we can, as long as it's a soft neutral, I think we can get away with it sometimes. And that's really bugging me. I gotta get the tweezers. I got like a couple hairs that I gotta come out. Yep, that'll work. Okay, and I really, when I looked at this palette earlier, I'm like, I have to. I really have to dip into this glittery shimmer. Sorry, I gotta. It's called Cherry Pie. Oh my gosh. Those of you that have this palette, you know what I'm talking about. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is just beyond gorgeous. I have to. I cannot leave that color there without playing with it. It's just not going to happen. And I've gotten to the point where I don't even try to do a shimmer with my brush. So might as well just go ahead and go in with your finger, because the brush isn't going to work anyway. I feel like with this dimmer light I can't see what I'm doing as well. Gotta love getting older. Brighten it up so I can see what I'm doing. It's pretty bad when you can't even see that good with your glasses on. Oh, where's my glasses? Oh, I'm wearing them. Oh, I'm still blind. I don't know how I feel about this whole getting older business. Not a fan of it. And it's funny because I was talking to my sister the other day, and she's like, you know, she just had her 50th birthday the other day. She's probably gonna be mad because I said it, but she's like, you know, it's funny when you realize, oh, I'm 50 now. She says, when we were young, we never thought we were gonna get old. I go, yeah. We used to, you know, laugh about, we used to pick on my mom a lot. Oh, she used to get so mad at us. And she's like, you'll be old someday. Yep. Yep, it's not fun. I'm just going to go back and with one of these brushes. That hair over there is not very good. And I'll soften that out a little bit. Yeah, my mom was like, laugh now, you'll see. Yep, we're seeing alright. Not fun. It's like that meme and joke that people say, you know, saying, oh, I can't wait till I grow up was the stupidest thing I ever said. Yep, true story. I love when kids do that. I'm like, I laugh because I'm like, oh wait, because they're like, oh, when I grow up no one can tell me what to do. Yeah, except your boss, your landlord, the bill collectors, the government. Yeah, you live in that nice little fantasy world. Let me know how it works out for you. Get back to me after adulting for a couple years. Okay. I don't know, it's looking pretty. A little bit bolder than I was anticipating, but be alright. Just trying to keep track of the time. I'm gonna go ahead and take some more of that persimmon. Put it here. It's a bold orange, but I think it's lightening it up. I think the only thing I would have done different if I was creating these colors and put something a little bit more of a gold color with it. But other than that, This is an awesome palette. Like a golden yellow type color. Not a gold, but like a golden yellow. Yeah. Let's lighten it back up. Okay. So, I'm going to call that pretty much done before I make more of a mess. Again, I'll just show you the colors for those of you that aren't familiar. Gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I only used a few colors, but part of me wants to grab that gold color, but I don't know. So anyway, gorgeous palette. Pay attention. Pay attention right here. This I will definitely be using again. Lovely fall palette. Another favorite fall eyeshadow palette of mine is a Profusion Harvest. My sister purchased this for me for my birthday. I've used it a couple times. I'm in love with it. I do that, there's no mirror. Gorgeous palette. Look at all those colors. You use them any time of year probably, but a lot of pretty fall colors. So yeah, this Profusion Harvest palette is another favorite fall palette of mine. So with that being said, I'm going to pause the video, clean up the fallout, which there's minimal. I don't notice too much of it. I'm going to line my eyes, put my mascara on, put a lip color on, come back, we'll see the finished look, and we'll talk about the giveaway. Be right back. Okay, I'm back with everything cleaned up and my finished look. So, with the cherry pie that I put in the middle of my lid, when I blended it a little bit, I pretty much blended the shimmer away. So, I'm sorry guys, I just had to go into the gold and put it on my inner corner. And I love it. It gives it the wow factor. Wasn't sure about it, but once I cleaned it up and blended it out, I'm quite happy with the cranberry and the pumpkin pie and the persimmon colors blended in. So for my brows, I used my Winky Luxe brow pencil, and then for my eyeshadow primer, I used a soft base from Shop Miss A. For my lip color, I used my Kat Von D, and this is in the shade, to the best I can see, even with my glasses because it's super tiny, Lolita. And then I topped it with my Galactic lip gloss because it's very matte, and I'm not a fan of matte, just because it feels weird. And of course, my tried and true extra super favorite mascara, Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara. So this is my finished look. And so there's that. So let me know what you think down below. I must say, I'm in love with this palette. 2 thumbs up. Absolutely awesomely amazing. Love it. Oh, and by the way, I lined under my lash line with this brown pine cone. So what am I giving away? I am giving away, if I can get it out from under the mess over here, this OPV Beauty London Spotlight eyeshadow palette. Brand new. I like it, but I just don't think I'll use it, and I have enough palettes, so I can part with it. Color saver is still on there. I'll set that to the side, and this is the palette. It's got a mirror. I'm going to just turn the light down a tiny bit so the color will show up a little bit more true, because the light's pretty bright. It's much truer color. Very pretty. Pretty palette. I just don't think I'll use it a lot, and I can spare an eyeshadow palette. And it's just my way of showing appreciation for you guys stopping by and watching my video today. So what do you have to do to enter? First of all, you must be 18 or older. You must live, like the video guys, you must live in the 48 continental United States. I'm only shipping in the United States. You must be publicly subscribed to my channel, and since this is a collab, I would like you to be publicly subscribed to Glitzzy Gem's channel as well. Let's see, YouTube is not affiliated with this giveaway in any way. I purchased the palette myself. It is my gift to the winner for supporting my channel and Glitzzy Gem. Let's see, I am not responsible once I drop it off into the hands of the United States Postal Service. Whatever they do with it between the time it leaves me and gets to you, I am not responsible for. I'm not responsible for theft, damage, loss, delayed delivery, them playing kickball, whatever they do with these packages these days. Also, because it is a cosmetic item, it is not our responsibility if you have any kind of adverse reaction to using this product. Be aware of your sensitivities and allergies, and that's all I have to say about that. This giveaway I'm going to run for 1 week. This video is going up on Wednesday, October 19th. I will run the giveaway until Wednesday, October 26th, and then I will draw a winner and do a standalone video announcing the winner. You will have approximately 48 hours, unless I state otherwise in the winner announcement, to contact me either through my email or my Instagram, which will be listed down in the description box, along with my giveaway rules, to contact me and claim your prize. If you don't claim it, I'll pick another winner. I really want to get this into the hands of someone that will appreciate it. I'm not going to use it. I know someone else will appreciate it. So, secret word must be used in a complete sentence down in the comments. The secret word is the name of my other favorite fall palette that I showed you before I cut out and finished my look. So if you didn't catch it, you're going to have to go back and watch. So, finished look. If you haven't checked out Stephanie's video, make sure you make it over and check out her video. And if you came over from her channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for spending a little bit of your time with me today. And until the next video, bye everyone.